Hey, is this better? Can you guys hear me now? Everybody hear me okay? I'm guessing you can hear me now. Thank you for Gadget Geek. You saved the live stream. Thank you for letting me know that there was no audio. There should be audio now. Hopefully, yep, audio issue. Yes. Daryl, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Okay, we're going to take 1 second, and then we're going to start that over. Hello, everybody. Very nice to see you all. I'm sure plenty of you will end up watching this as a replay. This is just a quick little live stream. As you know, from about 2 weeks ago, I did a very long 1-hour live stream where I explained why I'm getting rid of all of my Canon gear and why I decided to switch over to a brand new system, which is all Panasonic for unlimited video recording, podcast, a whole bunch of things. And it's sad because it's the first time I've ever changed camera gear, not because I wanted to upgrade or because I was unhappy. I was thrilled with my Canon M6 and my 11-22 wide-angle zoom and my 22mm f2, that amazing miracle lens, that little pancake lens right here. Beautiful, beautiful. I loved this system so much, but I needed to get rid of it in order to fund completely switching over to a handful of Panasonic cameras so I can run my podcast and do all these other things, which I have now been doing for the last month or so. It's going great with Panasonic. Yes, there's a million issues with autofocus. The autofocus is just not there. It's everything you've heard, but I'm dealing with manual focus and blah, 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 blah. That's not the point of this. The point of this is that I did sell my G7X Mark II. That went very, very quickly. I actually met up in person with a travel food blogger who was just passing through Connecticut, and we met up in person. That was really cool. He picked up the G7X Mark II from me, and I'm very sad that that's gone. I loved that camera so much, but it's gone. And I have been selling. I'm trying to sell my my M6, the Canon M6, with the 18-55 kit lens, which is a kit lens you don't find much anymore. Much better than the 15-45 that they're doing these days. Which is this is also image stabilized. I'm selling this with the a Movo EFM adapter for EF and EFS lenses. I'm also independently selling the 22mm f2 and the 11-22 wide-angle zoom. The M6 with the adapter also comes with the official battery, the official charger, as well as 2 third-party batteries and the third-party charger. So I have been trying to get rid of that for $395. That's been the asking price. I haven't gone to eBay yet because I wanted to give people a chance to buy it for real. However, somebody who was talking to me today interested in buying actually somebody who watches this channel who's in the New England area reached out to me interested in the M6 with the 18-55 and the adapter and the batteries and all that. And in the middle of our conversation, he goes, yo, check this out. And he sent me a link, and I put the link in the description to this video. And here it is again. I'll throw it into the comments here. Maybe I won't throw it into the comments. Did I lose it? Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. B&H, inexplicably, B&H put the YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Well, that just can't be. Why are we having trouble? Why are we having trouble? Don't be having trouble. Why are we having trouble with this? There's no reason this should be having problems. I wonder if I up the video bitrate, if that'll help a little bit. Hopefully you can still hear me and see me okay. Anyway, so B&H has got the body for the M6, the original M6, on sale for only $300. And like I said, I thought it was a steal that I was letting the body with the 18-55 go for $400. Now I was throwing in the original battery, the charger, 2 extra batteries with an extra charger, and the adapter with it, but I can't compete with the $300 for the body, and I don't want to separate the body from the 18 to 55 kit because I'll never be able to get rid of a kit lens on its own. So, having said all of that, what I'm going to do is let you all know. I mean, this is not in my best interest to just put it out there to you in terms of it's not in my best interest trying to sell this thing used to let you know that you can buy a new M6 body cheaper than I'm selling mine used. But I adapter and included if I really had to, if you needed me to, if you were that tight and you wanted it, if it's in the continental US. Here's what I'll say. If you want to pick it up from me directly, not only will I send that to you, I will wipe all the settings and then I will put my YouTube settings, the exact settings that I used for YouTube for the last 3 years with that camera. I will input all those settings for you after I wipe it clean. So when you receive it, you can literally just start recording. It'll have all the settings. I'll even type up a little cheat sheet for you of the different ways that I use different settings, and I'll include that in there with it. I will throw in a copy of my book, 3 New People, Make the Most of Your Daily Interactions and Stop Missing Amazing Opportunities, which is right here. This is, I don't know, $16, $17 on Amazon, usually 20 plus shipping if you buy it from me signed. Publishers Weekly recently called this a brilliant system for deepening relationships. Seth Godin endorsed it. It's on the back. This is a good book. I will send a signed, personalized copy of that with it, and I will give you a free access to my Audio 101 for Content Creators online course, which sells for $100. So, if anybody's interested, this is first come, first serve. Send an email to, let's see, audio for content creators at gmail.com. Is that the email address that I use? Let me look that up. I think that's the email address that I use. Nope, that's not it. Let's see, audio101cc at gmail.com. Now, to answer the questions that have been coming in, is this a good body for starting videography? Absolutely. The M6 is fantastic. It's 24 megapixels, so you get a nice sensor. It's an APS-C sensor, so it's not the tiny little Micro Four Thirds, not as big as a full frame. It's a great sensor. It's small and compact. It's got the flip-up screen, which also folds down at 45 degrees, so you can really see everything that you're doing. It's very, very light, which is fantastic. I made hundreds of YouTube videos using this camera and these lenses. Everything, I built this entire channel to 14,000 subscribers and, a passive income stream for my life and my business, just as a side project, and built a following and did all that just with this camera. Yes, it's a fantastic camera. Yes, it's mirrorless. It's the EFM mount. It's Canon's budget level, entry level mirrorless mount. So it does not use the same mount as the EOS R, which is their new system. It uses EFM lenses. Like I said, I also have the 22 millimeter f2 lens right here, which is low light beast, beautiful background blur bokeh, and the 11 to 22 millimeter wide angle zoom, which was my vlogging lens forever. So if you wanted like the whole kit, like I could do this entire kit, a full YouTube setup, all in for like 800 plus shipping. 800 plus shipping for entire YouTube setup. That would be everything except a microphone. That would be the whole setup except the microphone. Hey, Memphis Mike, good to see you. 800 plus shipping, and like I said, I will do all the extra things for you. I will put my custom settings that I used on YouTube in there. I'll type up a little cheat sheet to get you started on what types of settings for what situations you should use. I will include a copy of my book. That's the second time I've reached into the wrong drawer for it. Copy of my book, signed and personalized, 3 New People. Hey, Ben. And I will offer, with that, I'll give you a code for access to my massive Audio 101 for Content Creators online course, a comprehensive course in audio for content creation, which is $100 or $97 normally. I will give you access to that. So all of those things. PK is asking, the first version of this camera, the EOS M, had a difficult time with autofocus. How is this one, especially for capturing little kids? I'm so glad you asked. This is the smallest camera in existence that has Canon's dual pixel autofocus. This tiny little thing has the dual pixel autofocus, the best autofocus on the market. I know Sony's been creeping up on them with autofocus, but the biggest thing I miss from having this camera and switching to Panasonic is the Panasonic autofocus is just as bad as you've heard it is. I'm mostly learning to use manual focus on everything. And it's, for studio work, that's fine. For run and gun vlogging, it's not as good, but I don't do as much run and gun vlogging anymore. So this has dual pixel autofocus. It will track you and keep you in focus. You can run to that side, run to this side, get closer, get further away, leave the scene, come back in. It will never lose focus. It's unfreaking believable. It also has just a tracking. So if at any point your kid's running around, like you said, with capturing little kids, you just tap the screen right on the kid and you'll see it start tracking whatever you just tapped as it moves around the screen. It's it's pretty amazing. So that's what I wanted to let you know, which is if you're in the market for an M6, you can get a brand new M6, the original M6 body from B&H today. Who knows if this is a short time sale or not, for just $300. It's just the body, nothing else comes with it. But that's $300. That's a freaking hell of a deal. I can't even beat that with a used one. But if you're willing to spend, I'll buy it off you for a pack of Trident layers. Hey Nevin, how you doing? By the way, how does the audio sound in this video? I'm trying another new microphone for live stream audio right now, and this one's pretty good. This was pretty good. PK, love your channel. I've got your book. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for buying the book already. I appreciate that very much. Audio okay, video low res. Yeah, I keep getting notifications that the video quality is lackluster, and it says I have an excellent connection. And if I do like a any chance that I am back now? This is really, really frustrating. Hey, we've got some people coming back in. Man, oh man. Hey, everybody's coming back. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on over here. I mean, just none whatsoever. I see you. You're back. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you letting me know. Yeah. So, the audio. Hopefully this is good quality now. PK, you say I'm still at 144p. Everybody else seeing video in at least in 720 at some normal streaming quality, let me know in the comments. I really appreciate that. Having said all that, this I'm using a new microphone, and I'm just testing it out because I've started using Let's Go Fred. Hey, buddy. Jeff, I'm going to call you Jeff because I feel like if I say your username out loud too many times, I'm going to get demonetized or something. So, yeah, that's the deal. $400 plus shipping, and I will get you the M6 with the 18 to 55 kit lens, 3 batteries, 2 chargers, the adapter, a signed personalized copy of my book, and access to my Audio 101 for Content Creators online course, unlimited access. All of that, 400 plus shipping, and I'll include all of my custom settings built into the camera before you even, before you open it up and all blah, 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 right? So like, I can't, that's the only way I can figure out how to justify with B&H dropping the price of the M6 body to $300 because it's crazy. It's great. Okay, so the audio should sound fantastic right now. And that is because this is the new Rode VideoMic NTG. This is the Rode VideoMic NTG that is being used as a USB audio interface right now. So I'm getting no latency audio monitoring directly out of it. It's got a USB-C going directly into the computer. The computer is using the microphone as an audio interface. And I've been filming and recording audio with this mic all week. Rode did send this to me free of charge and asked that I would do a review about it. And so I'm starting to play with the mic. It's obviously their new it's basically their new high-end offering in the on-camera shotgun mic, kind of field. They're obviously, if you look at this mic and all the different features that it has, if you look it up online, you'll find that this is definitely designed to compete directly with the latest on-camera shotgun offering from Deity. And so far, I'm finding this thing is freaking fantastic. Listen, this video mic NTG is amazing. It's pricey. I mean, it's expensive, but this thing is awesome. So the videos that you see coming out from me in the next week or so will all be using this as the audio. I've got a video going up tomorrow, a Thursday Thoughts video that's going to be using this as a boom mic, so it'll be out of frame. You won't see it, but this is the mic for tomorrow's Thursday Thoughts. I already recorded that. It's obviously great. I love that. I could just take it off my camera, toss it right here on a tabletop tripod, and everything just works perfectly. And I have monitoring right here. So far, I'm blown away by this mic. It's got two different low cut settings. I'm using the 75 hertz low cut right now. It's also got 150 hertz if you got a lot of wind noise. It has a minus 20 dB pad if you have some really, really loud stuff coming in. And it's got a fantastic smooth gain dial right here on the back that actually has, you probably autofocus. Will this webcam autofocus that close? Probably not. It's got this dial that tells you the number of the, from 1 to 15 is right in, is visible, which means you can always take a photo while you're doing a video of the number that you're using. And if you ever have to go back and reshoot stuff and edit it into the same video or vlog or whatever you're doing, you can just turn the audio back to exactly the same number, and you'll know that you're getting the same input gain, and you don't have to match it up in post, which is fantastic because that is so rare. That they include like just a numerical indication of the volume that you're at, the input gain that you're at. Ben, speaking of mics, you have a new mic on the way. You look excited about that. What new mic do you have? I'm intrigued, as it were. So anyway, I was hoping to test this out today, and I had this perfect excuse to let you all know about the freaking ridiculous $300 price tag for the M6 body in and of itself. Okay, so that's about it for me. Any other updates? I just started today. I did the first D3 Pro from Deity. There you go. This is designed to compete. So there you go. The D3 Pro looks awesome, Ben. I can't wait to hear from you how it is. Updates. I'm in between podcast seasons, as you know right now. I'm still uploading Thursday Thoughts episodes, but I'm in between seasons for the regular interviews. And I have been doing a kind of an overhaul of the brand, just a rebrand of the podcast. It's going to come back with a different title than one new person. But other than that, it's going to be essentially the same podcast, just a new title, new look, new thumbnail or cover image or whatever, but essentially same conversations, just a little bit more focused on career development for young professionals and the folks who work with young professionals. So like most of us watching this here, not all of us, but many of us. I recorded the first interview for the new season today. I'm starting to record tons and tons of interviews over the next few weeks. I get back on tour very, very soon. In like 5 days, I start flying all over the country again for the next couple of months, doing a million speeches and a couple of magic shows. So stay tuned for that. I am going to try to vlog, like real vlog, run and gun vlog, a little bit more this spring, the way that I used to in the glory days at the beginning 2 years of this channel. But we'll see how that goes. So if there's any other questions, I'm happy to hang out and answer them. Other than that, this thing is really directional. I feel like it really needs you to be talking directly into it, which is good. Definitely good because there's definitely some noise that the computer is making directly behind it. So hopefully it is rejecting that noise pretty well. I'm finding this mic so far very warm and clear, really, really kind of buttery in the low end, but also crisp in the high end so far. I'm very happy with it. So thanks for stopping by, everybody. And like I said, send an email if you're interested in picking up Ben. You mentioned in our conversation via DMs on Twitter a while ago about adding more to the audio course. Any updates on that? No, there have been no new updates on that, but only because I'm waiting until I have enough new content that makes sense to kind of drop in one batch. So if you're in my audio course, the Audio 101 course, here for those of you who are not or don't know about it, I think that's the link. If you're in the audio course and you're looking forward to, because I had said I'm going to be updating it over time, adding more stuff. If there are specific topics that I did not address in there, in any of the 31, 32 videos that are in there that you'd like me to, at some point in the next month or two, I will probably record a batch of additional lessons as either bonuses or add-ons to the lessons that are already in there, and I'll drop those in. So if you have specific topics that I did not cover in there that you would like me to cover, Ben, you included, please, you probably told me already, please send an email to audio1cc@gmail.com, and that will remind me. That's me making noise with my cable. That will that'll remind me which topics you guys are most interested in that I haven't covered yet. So thank you for that help. Fred, it's very clean, no background noise at all. Great. Memphis Mike. Mike sounds awesome. Memphis Mike, did you say you're driving a UPS truck around? That's cool. I was going to ask you where are you located, but then I realized that was a stupid question given your username. Nevin, I'm listening through my phone. It sounds really good to me. Thanks for the feedback, Nevin. I know you've been excited to check this microphone out. We'll have to do a jam at some point. And test out, because Nevin also recently upgraded he didn't upgrade, he got real cameras for the first time. Nevin, when are you going to start putting more videos up? You've put up, 2 videos on your YouTube channel? Make content, man. Make content, upload. Learn, make, repeat. Learn, make, repeat. I'll just call you in 10 minutes and yell at you anyway. Yeah, all right. If you're interested in picking up the camera, or like I said, 800 plus shipping for the entire YouTube content creation system that I have been, that I spent the last couple of years. Fred is the name of my tumor, feeble radiation eating disease. I'm a cancer survivor. Fred, I had no idea. Thank you for sharing that. Good for you. Congratulations on being a cancer survivor. I cannot imagine what it is like. I can't even pretend to know what that's like to go through that. One of my 2 best friends in the world is also a cancer survivor. Happened at a very, very young age. I want to say he was 26 when he found out. He's now been cancer-free for long enough that they consider him cancer-free, or in remission long enough that they consider him cancer-free, consider him to having beat cancer. But I went through that with him, and it's I really don't have the words for it. So thank you for letting me know about that. Is that what your channel's about? Is it about being a cancer survivor? You watched my videos while you were in treatment. Very inspiring. Well, hey man, thanks for saying that. I'm glad you found something enjoyable or inspiring in them. That means a lot. Where are you located in the world, by the way? And are your videos about cancer treatment, or cancer recovery, cancer culture, or anything like that. A friend and colleague of mine is actually a renowned oncologist, and he was on the first season of my podcast. I think you'd be really interested in that episode if you haven't heard it. His name is Dr. Don Dizon. Dr. Don Dizon. If you go back to season 1, look up his episode of my podcast, I think you'd find it really interesting. And you're a motivational speaker now. Jeff, you're a motivational speaker now, and you're in Tyler, Texas. Jeff, that's awesome. That is awesome. That is so cool. That is so cool. Reach out, Jeff. Jeff, are you someone that I know already? Am I just not connecting that with your username? Like, are we already connected in the real world, or are we friends? I know a lot of Jeffs. Like, I know so many Jeffs, but I can't think of any Jeff that I know that's not, or I can't think of any Jeff that I know that's a cancer survivor. Okay, we've never met personally. Okay, then it's all right. For a second, I was like, well, I know Jeffs that are motivational speakers. Am I just being an idiot right now? Anyway, I would love to meet you personally sometime. You're in Tyler, Texas. How close is that to Austin? Texas is larger than Europe, so I know that's a silly question. I'm going to be in Austin twice, at least this year, speaking at conferences. So, and I tend to be in Texas a whole bunch of times. I tend to be in Texas a lot, actually. So reach out, audio101cc@gmail.com, Jeff. Reach out to me, touch base. If we can meet up in person, that would be amazing. If it manages to work out, that'd be great. You're closer to Dallas, 5 hours. Yeah, that's okay. Well, reach out anyway, and I'll keep that in mind for any time I'm going to be in Texas if I'm anywhere near Dallas. Chris, starting a channel, need a subtle camera. 4K not needed. It's good. 4K is not needed. Was considering the Hero 7 Black or the Osmo Pocket. Window mount. Yeah, window mount. Well, here's the thing. I used to do the window mount thing in the first year of the vlog. Those of you who've been on the channel for a long time remember that I used to do the kind of drive and talk thing. Not terribly safe. Don't recommend it. It's very distracting and illegal in some states, having an action cam attached to the windshield. So be careful about that. But I used at the time the Hero 5 Black. And it was great, but you need external audio. Like the GoPro's inbuilt audio is terrible. Now, maybe the new ones are a little bit better than the Hero 5 that I had, but what I ended up doing, I don't have it sitting with me, but I had the Tascam DR05 audio recorder that I would mount to my dashboard facing me, and I would record with that, and then I would sync the audio in post. So I would just record with the built-in mics of the Tascam DR05, and I mounted it to the dashboard just using little Velcro strips. I put 2 of them on the dashboard and 2 of them on the back of the portable audio recorder and just mounted it. So that was great because I had the dashboard mount that could flip and face me, and then I could just go shoom, and it would just face outside, and I could film, the driving. That was great. And the GoPros are so wide that you don't need a flip-out screen. You can just hold it out in front of you, and you know for sure that you're going to be in the shot. So I definitely would recommend any of the new GoPros. Having said that, I'm not a fan of GoPro right now. I never really was a big fan of them. Their customer service has always been terrible, and I've never felt like the things were well-built or well-maintained. And so I had that Hero 5 Black for a couple of years. Literally just used it to vlog with. I never used it for action or anything like that. I had only ever put it in water once just to test it out. And so I took that. I've owned it for years, never really gotten to use it for what it's designed for. Went to Australia about a month ago to speak at a conference. You all saw that vlog. It was awesome. The reason I haven't made part 2 of the vlog yet, because I filmed another full day while I got a tour of the Great Barrier Reef. And I was like, this is it. My once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be in Cairns, Australia on the Great Barrier Reef with a guided tour in the ocean, snorkeling with a marine biologist. Like, I finally get a chance to use my GoPro. It only made it 4 minutes, and then it died. Boom, dead. GoPro dead. Turns out it didn't run out of battery. Even though it was all sealed up with a case, water leaked all the way into the actual camera, into the internal, and bricked the camera. The GoPro Hero 5 Black that I've owned for years, that was like $500 at the time of release, it bricked. I have almost no footage. I was out for an hour and a half snorkeling with a guided tour with a marine biologist on the Great Barrier Reef that is dying right now. The Great Barrier Reef is dying. And in this one moment that I had, the GoPro died, doing the one thing it's designed to do, which is go in the water and do action sports. So I was snorkeling, not scuba-ing. It was like 8 inches below the surface. It wasn't like whatever. So I'm not a big fan of GoPro right now, and I haven't even reached out to their customer service because I know from past experiences with their customer service, all they're going to do is offer me $50 off a new camera, and I really just don't want one again. Not for that. Having said that, is a point and shoot okay, and is a window mount possible? All right, so when I had the G7X Mark II, I tried that in lieu of the GoPro for the window mount. It's tough. For one thing, you're gonna have to. It doesn't flip the video when you record upside down, so you're gonna have to flip all the video in post. Second, it's a lot more fiddly. You have to turn the thing on. You have to hit the record button. It doesn't just have like the one button turns it on and starts recording thing, which was so great about the action cams and the GoPro in particular. Point and shoots don't have voice features. Like I used to just tell the GoPro to start recording, like just using my voice, which was amazing for driving, especially much safer for driving. And then you'll find that it's really difficult to flip that thing around. It's much heavier. It needs a much more sturdy. It needs a lot more room between the windshield and the dashboard when you consider the mount and how big it is, especially if you flip the screen out to like look at yourself. So if you're going to window mount something for vlogging in the car, as much as I'm not a fan of GoPro, it worked great when I wasn't using it for what it was designed for. Like when I just used it for a window mount, like drive and vlog, drive and talk, the GoPro was great. So I would go for one of the new ones, the Hero 7 or the Hero 8, in spite of the fact, just go in knowing that they're not as robust as they seem and their customer service is basically non-existent. I have no experience with the DJI Osmo, whatever that is. I have no experience with the Osmo, so I have literally no idea. And I don't want to talk about. I've only seen a million videos about them. Camera conspiracies. Casey over there in Canada, he's made a whole bunch of videos about the Osmo versus the GoPro. You should definitely watch him. If for no other reason, then he is freaking hysterical. I need to get him on my podcast just because I want to talk to him. He is so funny. His videos are the highlight of almost every day for me when he uploads. It's great. Yeah. So driving noise makes the audio tough. Yeah. I found that when I was using the Tascam DR05, or if you want, get yourself something like this. Yeah, he's the veggie guy, but now he's the veggie guy, but he also does the camera conspiracies. He's so funny. Something like this, the Tascam DR10L, just this tiny little lav mic. You can just have the lav mic clipped to you. It can be under your shirt, it can be on your jacket, whatever. And it's just a one button from off. You just hold this for about 2 seconds. It starts recording. It turns on and starts recording within about 2 seconds. And whoa, dropped it. It's good. It's all good. And that would be a great way. And then I've done that in the car. I have vlogged in the car with that recording me from the lav mic, and then sync that in post. And it sounds fantastic. That's gonna be much better for you than mounting a microphone and doing all that on the dashboard. So hopefully that was helpful. I'm getting all kinds of messages, emails from my management and my agents and clients and people. So because I've been kind of off the grid most of today. Although it's funny, I haven't been off the grid. I was doing a podcast, a remote video podcast for about an hour and a half, recording that, and now I've been doing a live stream. So I'm very much on the grid. I'm just not on my email and responding to people. But there's a lot of people who apparently have motivational speaker emergencies. So I'm going to, if any of my management or agents are ever watching this, which they wouldn't be, I'm just teasing. Nobody's reaching out with emergencies, but I am getting a bunch of emails that are building up, and I'd like to stop working before 10 o'clock this evening. So I'm going to go. It was great to chat with you all. These always go longer than I expect. If you're interested in the M6, just like as the kit itself, or the entire YouTube setup with the 22mm f2 and the 11-22 wide-angle zoom, reach out at audio101cc. Here it is one more time, audio1cc@gmail.com. First come, first serve. If within the next 24 to 36 hours nobody is reaching out or nobody is committing to it, it is going on eBay, and that's the end of that. Once it's on eBay, it's getting sold that way. I'd much rather it go to one of you, give you a bunch of cool stuff in addition to it, and keep it here within the community, because then I get to see videos you make with my camera using stuff you learned from me on my channel, and how cool would that be? So all right, thanks so much for hanging out, guys and girls. I don't know if were there any women watching today. I don't think there were any women watching today. But whoever you are and however you identify, thank you for hanging out. And always remember that our world is a shared experience. Have a great day.